Hey guys, Kimani here. So, as you can tell, I'm very excited for this one because today we'll be making cinnamon rolls in the microwave. It doesn't get any easier or tastier or crazier than this. So, if you want to see how I did this, then keep on watching. Okay, so for this, you don't need many things, ingredients, or equipment. So, measuring stuff, you need a half cup, you need some measuring spoon, you need a normal spoon, and you need a bowl to mix everything in. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. I guess the most fancy thing is the half cup measure, which I mean, you can substitute if you wanna. Okay guys, so we just need a few ingredients as I said before. So we're starting off with half cup of flour. We're using all-purpose flour here, and now I'm adding 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. If you have self-rising flour, you can just use this and then you can omit the baking powder and that pinch of salt that I just added. So I'm giving this a quick mix just to distribute all my dry ingredients so that you don't have salt in one spot of the cinnamon roll and none in the other, or the same for the baking powder. So give it a quick mix, and now I'm adding some milk. So moving from dry to wet ingredients. If you get a splash or two over the quantity that you're supposed to have, it's not that great of a deal. It's quite fine. Just a reminder, all the list of ingredients and the measurements will be down below in the description box. So now I'm adding some vanilla, and as I said, a splash or two over the amount that is measured is quite fine. Now I'm adding some softened butter. Your butter should be soft, not melted, and not cold or frozen. So you can use margarine if you don't have butter. So for my Jamaicans, chiffon works just fine, but don't use a pot butter, please. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm just using my spoon to combine all my ingredients. You can use your hand if you wanna, but I'm starting off with my spoon and then I'll use my hand after. So yeah, once it's combined, you can go in with your hands to knead it better. I'm using gloves because I have nails and I don't, sanitary reasons. But you can use your bare hands if you feel okay with that. Plus, you're eating it at home, so it's not that serious. You're supposed to get a soft dough, but not a sticky dough. So as you can see, my dough is soft, so I can press into it, but it's not coming off on my fingers or my glove. So let's just put that aside and let's start on our filling. So we'll need melted butter. Don't allow your butter to melt too long, or else the fat will start separating from the cream, as mine did, and yeah, it will make it harder for you in the end. But if it happens, it's not the end of the world. So I added my sugar, and now I'm adding some cornstarch. The cornstarch is completely optional. You can leave it out if you want to. I'm just adding it so that it can hold my filling together. But if you don't, it's completely fine. Now I added my cinnamon and a pinch of salt, and I'm just mixing to combine. So the minute everything mixed together, I'll stop because that's all I need to do. So putting that aside, now I'm cleaning my work area. Make sure that there's nothing left like residue from anything that was previously done. And I'm flouring my work area generously, and now I'm rolling my dough into a kind of log kind of shape. Now if you don't have a rolling pin, you can use your fingers to just press it into a rectangular shape. It doesn't have to be perfect either, but I'm using a rolling pin because I'm Kimani. So I just floured the top of my dough and the bottom. The flour at the bottom and the top is to prevent it from sticking to anything. And now I'm just putting on my filling. As you can see, my butter, as I said before, started to separate. So it was a little bit on the wetter side, but it really didn't change the product outcome. And so if it happens to you, it's completely fine. If not, it might just be easier for you to work with. But liquid means moisture. Now we're rolling. Ensure to roll your dough very tight, so roll and tuck as best as possible, and just roll from one end to the other. At this point, you can pinch the end of your cinnamon roll, but I didn't because I didn't see the need to. And you can use a knife for this part to slice it in half, but I am using a thread. You can use thread or floss and you'll get a cleaner cut, as you can see. So I'm putting it under the bottom, then I'm doing like this crisscross thingy, and then I'm just pulling. And there we go. So now we have 2 slices. Now I decided to do this both 2 different ways to give you guys options. So I'm doing it on a plate with a parchment paper, and I'm just pressing it down because it will fluff up in the microwave. As you see, like my ends started coming loose, so you can definitely pinch them in place if you feel like, you know, that would be better. I kind of just smooth mine around instead of pinching it, whichever one works. So get this as flat as you want or as flat as you can. The gluten in the flour will cause it to spring back a little, and I'm also adding the other one to a little, you know, glass bowl. You can put it in a cup or just about anything that is microwave safe. So I'm just adding my other half of my cinnamon roll swirl side up, and I'm giving it a little press down because, as I said, it will fluff up when it bakes in the microwave. So that's it. Like, that's simple, right? Didn't need much. So this is the pre-baked ones. No, before you bake it. Pre-baked sounds like it half-baked. But and that is what the one in the bowl looks like. Because of the stability of the dough, it kind of tilted to the side, but it was still delicious, trust me on that. And then this is the one in the plate. It looks more like a cinnamon roll. Like, this is the kind of one that you want to serve to somebody, or you want to sit and eat and take pictures for Instagram. So as you can see, it's very soft. Like, it's not doughy or dense or, you know, anything like that. It's still very bready. It tastes just like a cinnamon roll. And it only took what, 5 minutes? It took probably 10 minutes most to get this done, from measuring the ingredients to completion. Like, cinnamon roll in your mouth in 10 minutes. You can add a glaze if you want. If you don't want it, that's okay. This is the final product. I was very, 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 very pleased with the outcome, as you can see. So I ended up having my family taste it because I'm gluten intolerant, and so I couldn't. So this is where they'll critique it. I'm just showing you guys the texture, how soft it is and how bread-like it is. So yeah, it's best served hot. Like, eat it immediately after you do it. If you don't want to eat both of them one time, then just put the other one in the fridge in a Ziploc bag until you're ready to do it. Then you can take it out and just microwave it.
Alright, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good does it taste? You are such a great cookie. 7 out of 10. Okay. Compared to a normal cinnamon roll, it needs glaze, of course. So if I add glaze, how much would it be? 8. Okay, 8 out of 10. That's not bad. Alright. Okay. The tastes pretty much the same. It tastes the same?
What we do here is go back.
It's hot. On a scale of 1 to 10, how does it compare to a normal cinnamon roll? 8? Alright, Alana said the same thing. Okay.
Okay guys, so as you heard, this is an 8 out of 10 compared to a normal cinnamon roll. So give this a try. Tag me in all socials if you do try this out. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Until then, stay golden. Also, check out my other 2 videos that are on the screen right now.